Hello everybody, my name is Yuki. Today I want to say some top strategies for Splendor. This is a complicated game. The strategy changes when we play with 2, 3 or 4 people, or if you are the first player or not. So let's talk about attack strategy. If you are the first player on your first turn, check the nobles and see what gem combinations the nobles have. In our example, red and brown gems can both be used to buy 2 different nobles. That's a good deal. The best way to win these points is by collecting red and brown gems. This way you're collecting card points and also working towards that big nobles purchase. When it's your first turn, you can start by reserving a tier 3 level card like in the picture so it's worth a good amount of points and it uses red and brown gems. That's a double win and a deal you shouldn't miss. Red and brown gems are important to you so you can't let anyone else have them. Next is speed strategy. This is good for any number of players as well. I usually use it for 2 players game. Point efficiency is key in this strategy. It will allow you to reach the goal quicker than the other players. With this strategy, you won't fight for noble. In this example, the first tier white gem gives us 1 point for the cost of only 4 gems. The 2 tier blue gem gives us 2 points for 5. Also, a very good deal if we have those colors. Reserve some cards like this at the beginnings of the games. Build up from the beginning with some of those 0 point cards. Remember to calculate how many gems for each point value with respect to what gem cards you already collected so you get a discount. Remember you are building up. You can't go for the 3rd tier cards right away. Now let's talk about the strongest strategy. This strategy targets cards with the color that you will build in the future. When using this strategy, you might feel like you are playing chess because you have to think ahead and calculate your future move. With this strategy, you should always know which cards you need to buy to get the highest score and finish the fastest. For example, in this game, I reserve the blue 5 point cards on the top row because I see there's a white 2 point card and a white 3 point card on the table. Your goal is to buy one of those 2 cards to build up for the blue cards you reserved. I'll choose to buy the white 2 point cards at the tier 2 level because it's easier to buy. Then I'll try to buy the blue and white cards. The second key card for this strategy is the green 4 point card. It will be easy to get at the end of the game when you have built up a lot of blue and white cards. In the worst case scenario, you can go for 4 blue cards and 4 white cards to get nobles. But going after the nobles is usually not the strongest strategy in Splendor because it just takes too many turns to get nobles. If you play using the strategy I talked about, even if your opponent gets nobles, they only have a very small chance of winning against you. There's one more important piece of strategy to pay attention to. First of all, you should get the gold tokens as quickly as you can and save them for as long as you can. Don't waste them on cards that are not really needed for the strategy. Sometimes you can even block your opponents and force them to buy cards they don't really want. Not only will that wait their turns, but it will also force them to return the gems that you want to collect. Using which strategies, it depends on which kind of cards served on the table when you start the game. I hope some tips that I told you will help you to win the game. Thanks for watching.